Hello. We're back in my kitchen with my phone precariously stuck to a wall. So, if it at all falls randomly in the middle of this stream, it will probably be okay. Probably. We are back on my laptop, which is very fun. Very nice. Gonna have a lot of fun with that. I hate this camera angle so much. I'm so sorry. Normally I fix all this before stream, but the reason... Really? Did it turn off the screen? What just happened? Oh. We all know how... Focus. In focus? Questionable? One second. I'm having some technical difficulties. I'm having a couple technical difficulties. So we're gonna... One second. Just... Shh, this never happened. This is the first time my camera has been turned on this stream. Welcome in, everyone! Hi, Panda! Hi, Nori! Hi, Mori! Hey, Scarlet! How's everyone doing today? I have my active dry yeast. What else do I need for this recipe? Yeah, this is the only time I've turned my camera on so far this stream. I need flour. I need rice flour. Oh, I need brown. Okay, good. I did buy more brown sugar. Brown sugar. Yes, Panda and Scar can tell you since they've been here the whole time that this is the first time my camera's turned on. Do I need normal sugar? Yes, I do. I need the pecans. Do I need vanilla or baking powder? Sea salt, neutral oil, brown sugar, cinnamon. Okay, actually, wait, that reminds me that I have food. Did they not give us sponsor or something? I'm not looking for that at the moment. I see that. I love you. I forgot that I literally went to Panda Express and got food. And me eating fancy garlic bread. I'm actually making patuk, which I'm 100% saying wrong, but it's a fried Korean street food. It's like a sweet fried pancake that has rice flour in it. So it has a little bit of that like mochi gummy texture. And also, no one snitch on me to kind me for eating on stream. Thanks! It's an apartment that we're probably gonna leave in less than a year because it's way more than it's worth. I do like this kitchen though. Neutral oil. Salt. Bowl. Yeah, it's like, it's not a bad apartment. It's just like $300 more than it should be. It was just short notice, so. Also, I'm doing good, Ryu. I'm about to make some of the best, like, pancake stuff. I've made these before. I sent pictures in the Discord. I keep forgetting where my camera is. I sent pictures of it in the Discord. They're delicious. They're literally so good. Also, I don't know if y'all heard, but we are back to streaming on a laptop just for today. There's nothing wrong with my PC. It's just really hard to carry my PC out into the kitchen. It's very easy to carry a laptop out into the kitchen. Ours works fine. It's just built shoddily. And there's bugs. Too many bugs. There's too many bugs. There's a slightly unacceptable number of bugs. It's not bad because we keep things clean and always call pest control the second we see them, but I saw too many bugs within the first 2 weeks of me being here to be comfortable with anything. It just costs too much. It's just too expensive. We can find something for the area that we're in. This is too expensive. I can find something much cheaper. Do I have everything? Cinnamon. We get to play the game called which one of the 5 cinnamon things that we have is open, because we keep buying more cinnamon because we think that we're out of cinnamon. We're very much not out of cinnamon. Yeah. The thing is, like, in the area that we live, you could get a 3-bedroom duplex for $300 cheaper than what we're paying right now. So, looking for that next year, kind of thing. And this is a 2-bedroom apartment. Like, I like it, it's just expensive. Okay. This recipe takes a really long time to make. That's why I said cooking and sewing. Because this recipe is bread. It uses yeast. It uses yeast, so it does require rise time of like 2 hours. Which is why we're also going to be sewing. Because I have a vest I want to work on. And nothing else I can really do on my laptop. I need to move the area. I need to move to the area. It's a sketch. I'm gonna be honest. It's not the safest neighborhood. It's not. I don't know. I've lived here like a couple months.
Hello.
Holy shit, Vortex, that scared me. Hey, Vortex! I forgot that I turned on the voice to speech with my resubs and my subscriptions. I was so confused what just happened. I need a cup of warm water for anyone wondering why the faucet's on. Because warm water and sugar activate yeast, which is what we need to do. I'm finally doing a cooking stream again since the chicken teriyaki. Or no, it wasn't chicken teriyaki that I made last time, it was curry that I made last time. Thanks so much for the follow, Scar. That's warm enough. So, for anyone following along at home, which I honestly doubt is anyone because some of the ingredients needed are like not actually like found at your local supermarket. Like specifically the rice flour is I had to go to a specific Asian market to get it. I need the oven to heat up faster. Bro, our oven's 25 degrees off, and this is a new one that we literally just got because our other one didn't get above 200 degrees. That would have been that one time you didn't say boo, Vortex. The one time. Does my hand itch? Okay. How much yeast? 2 teaspoons. I want my depression pizza. Mood. Except I get the microwave depression pizzas. Because I can't be bothered to turn on the oven. 2 teaspoons? 2 teaspoons? 2 teaspoons. 2 teaspoons of active dry yeast. Last time I made this with peanuts because that's what I had. Wasn't that when me and Kaimi had the sub? That was when you and Kaimi had the sub war. Yes. I've been too scared to stream from the kitchen again. I fucking love teriyaki chicken. That's actually what this is from Panda Express right now. I love making teriyaki chicken. It's really easy to make. That sounds really good, except for the fact that you put mayo on your pizza. That's cursed. Oh, that's flour. Where's my that's flour, not sugar. And swirl. And now we wait a couple minutes for that to activate. Hey, Ghost Virgo! doing? What's up? It's like people who put mayo on their grilled cheese. It's not for the favor. It's just God toast. Oh, I use butter. Do I have to try putting mayo on my grilled cheese before? Prince is looking at me with the most disgusted face because they hate mayo, but love my grilled cheese. Glad to hear that you're doing good, Ghost. I'll try it. Prince will probably look at me like I'm fucking insane. I don't mind mayo. I just don't usually use it, except for in like tuna salad and stuff. So how are you doing? I'm actually in a pretty good mood because it's my off days from work, so I don't have to go to work tonight. So I'm doing good. That and I'm gonna be working on this really cool vest soon. Thank you so much for following. Lim gets canceled? I'm just gonna call you Lim, I guess. Hi! Also, I'm Jameer. I lost my old account. Oh, okay. How'd you lose your account? When I go to Subway, I get extra mayo. Okay, that's too much for me. That's too much for me. But, sometime tonight. One sec. At some point tonight, I will be working on this super cool sewing project of mine. Howdy. Anyway, hey, Bmall02, welcome in to Vortex does this every time new followers come in. I'm making a really cool vest out of this really pretty fabric. It actually was a shirt that came with a blazer that I got at a vintage store, but I didn't like the shirt. So I decided to turn it into a vest to match the blazer. Y'all need to look at what the yeast is doing. So you might not be able to see it, cause I can't exactly tilt the bowl like that. But if you can see the like blooms that are coming up, that's good. That means the yeast is activating. You'll also know the yeast is activating when it smells like bread, because half of the smell of bread is just yeast, like legitimately. I just forgot my password and they never sent the email. So, oh, okay. Purdy. It is purdy. No, I just do it when I have enough. Okay, so you don't intentionally do it every time I get a raid or new people coming in. Okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. What am I doing next to this anyway? Sea salt oil. How much sea salt I need? You know, I really, at some point in my life, am gonna find a way to wear my glasses with headphones without them being horribly uncomfortable. How much oil do I need? A tablespoon? Tablespoon of oil? I got tablespoon out. Where did the sea salt go? Here it is. Oh god. Don't make me reel my ballet dancer past here. I have a counter. It's just, cause like I'm not putting food up here. It's just. I feel uneven. Thank you for following Bimal02? I don't know. Welcome to every cooking stream I do always ends up a little weird. It just always ends up a little weird. We have matching accents. This isn't what I normally sound like, Scar. This is a redeem. Although I do truly have a bit of a southern accent. They just make it worse. I am doing pretty... Did I already say that, Bimal? I'm pretty sure I already answered you. I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm doing pretty good. I hope I'm saying your name right. I low-key wanted to call you Bimo for a second. Don't know why. Salt. Oils next. Not that methodical. I'm surprised. I feel that you were more devious than that, but I guess I was wrong. I'm from Alabama. I'm from North Carolina. So I can have an accent. I do have a bit of an accent. I do make it worse for specifically the Southern Comfort Redeem. I am making something that I'm certainly going to pronounce wrong, especially with this accent, called hotuk, which is a Korean street food. It's like a fried Korean pancake that has cinnamon, brown sugar, and nuts inside of it, and it's made with gelatinous sweet rice flour, so it has a bit of that squishy mochi texture. Imagine not being from North Carolina. I actually got this recipe from someone on TikTok. Stellan Spice. I've made it once before. It's delicious. I need a whisk or some kind of stirring utensil with their sudden accents. Yes, I was aware. What's next? Mix in the all-purpose flour and sweet rice flour. My history teacher always called it kakalaki. North Kakalaki? I literally have never heard that, and I'm literally from North Carolina. Born and raised for majority of my life. All but like 5 years, 4 of which I was in college, 3 of which I was in London. That's not how math works. 4 plus 3 is not 5. 4 plus 3 is 7. How much flour do I need? 1 3/4 cup all-purpose flour. Half cup of sweet rice flour. So I'm just putting out all the measuring cups. Every single one I have. Remember, folks, when you're using flour, always level it off. Honestly, it's best to use a perfectly flat utensil, but I'm lazy and my hands are clean. I love Indian food. I made Indian food in my last cooking live, actually. I made curry. It was just a random curry recipe. Now gonna use measuring cup, no scoop. You cannot use a measuring cup for flour and expect to actually end up with the right amount of flour. That's not how it works. You have to level flour. It was just like curry chicken recipe that I found online, and then like doubled the spice in it because I couldn't find like a good authentic recipe in the short amount of time that I was looking. Like, I didn't spend a lot of time looking. What I need to do is, my dad has a good cookbook that I need to steal some stuff from. Banana bread is forgiving. Banana bread is forgiving. Stuff like mochi and any really mochi related stuff, macaroons, cakes are a lot less. Cakes can be forgiving depending on how picky your audience is. Bread, super forgiving when it comes to the amount of flour that you put in. Honestly, what I'm making right now is probably forgiving to the amount of flour you put in. But you're just wrong. You're wrong. And cake is box mix only, unlike mochi or macaroons. And cake. You're weird. That's weird. That's fair. The texture issue's valid, but cake box mix only? Do you at least, like, improve the box mix? Like, do you follow the recipe exactly, or do you make it better? Quick question, has anyone watched Koro? I've watched some of it. I'm a baker and I've yet to bake bread. Bread is fun to make. I like making bread. I think it's relaxing. It feels more like cooking than... It feels like if cooking and baking had a, like, bastardized child. Because, and here's my reasoning. Baking, generally, super precise. Everything has to be done, like, absolutely perfectly kind of stuff. Cooking, you can fuck with it. You can fuck with it. You can mess with it. You can make it anything you really want or need it to be, and it will generally work. I need this flour to incorporate. But bread is pretty forgiving. Like, even what I'm working with right now, which is just a ball of dough, is gonna be pretty forgiving because the different humidity in the air and the different altitude and stuff is going to affect how it comes out. I should have added the rice flour first to make sure that I incorporate it properly. Measuring scales for dry ingredients is actually the best way to do dry ingredients. It's the most precise and the quickest way to do dry ingredients. I just happened to pick a recipe that uses cups. I got my measuring scale out because I thought this recipe used that, but it does not. So once I'm done kneading this in the bowl, I'm gonna wash up and probably set up for sewing, because I actually don't really have that set up yet. So that might take me a minute, because this needs to sit and rise for about half an hour. Actually, I might make the filling first. See how much of that time we can cut off. I'm trying to make sure it gets, like, all that rice flour off the edges and stuff. But hey, Terry! But here we got this nice dough ball. Sorry, Prince is making faces and stuff. I always slap it. I don't know why. It's just like you just hold this and you kind of just want to stop making faces. And you just kind of want to slap it. Sorry, Prince. Prince is making me laugh. Hey Terry, did I already say hi? Hi Terry. Okay. We're gonna sprinkle a little bit of flour in the bowl. It's going pretty well. We're gonna sprinkle a little bit of flour in the bowl. That way this doesn't stick to the bowl because it's getting a little sticky. I need to peel some of it off my fingers. And this is why you do baking like this with clean hands. I also don't have measuring cups because I use the correct units of measurement, which is what the correct units of measurement. I literally lived in London and I just didn't cook because I was a child. What are considered the correct units of measurement in this situation? Okay. This is just really fun. I just like dough. If you're ADHD or autistic, just make dough. Yeah, but I don't know how that applies to baking. Just make dough. Like, you don't even have to make it, like, taste good or anything. But just make it, just to hold it. Because it's kind of nice. Kind of slaps. Okay, how long? I started baking after I had my second daughter. I started baking in high school when I was stressed. Oh, I'm letting it cook. I'm doing this for an hour. Kitchen timers. 6 minutes. Start. Doing this for an hour. We might be sewing now. Pizza's in the oven. Hell yes. I gotta clean my hands. Because they're not clean. I might do a couple dishes while I'm here. Baking makes me... Baking? Grams? Okay. I mean, listen. That makes sense. I just grew up with measuring cups. Like, you're not wrong. It's actually... It is very much better for baking to use weighted measurements. A lot of stuff just that I find because, you know, the internet has my IP address and knows where I live, is in cups. I used to have a Zen that made me look like I was in France, but that was just so I could watch French shows. Baking helps my manic accident give me something to focus on as well as cleaning. Baking used to help with my... It still kind of does, I just don't do it as much anymore. Baking helped a lot with my ADHD freeze. Like, you know, when you would just freeze because you had so much to do. Because when I would generally freeze when I was overwhelmed. And so baking would give me a clear set of instructions with, like, telling me exactly what to do after I was done with that. This is still wet, so I can't use it as a cover. So we're gonna use my apron as a cover. Rarely I'll find a recipe, I'll just grab my multi-unit kitchen scale. Same. Same. So this is gonna get wrapped up nice and tight. There you go. And freed it, cause like I have a scale. I have a scale. I like my kitchen. It's actually a really bad kitchen scale. Don't tell my family who bought it for me that. Okay, so we have an hour. Is the next one like half an hour? So if we have an hour now, then we can sew. That involves me moving my phone. Yeah, all the recipes we find will be in Freedom Units because, like I said, the internet knows where we live. Maybe I'll just stand here and eat. I want to sew them. Y'all ready to see a horrible mix of things? Because before I can actually sew anything, I need to iron something. Honestly, using cups and stuff makes cooking a lot faster and easier. Technically, it's faster to use scales when you know how to use them. That's the like important thing. But yeah, I need to iron some seams. I don't have an iron though, so I am using a hair straightener. So no one is allowed to comment on that. Also, no one is allowed to comment on the fact that I'm doing this on my kitchen counter because I'm too lazy to move my setup until I actually need to use the sewing machine. Yeah, I mean, it kind of just depends on like the situation. If you're making like a bunch of stuff, measuring it out is going to be faster. But if you're making like a couple things, like or like one thing, then did that just get wet or did I burn it at some point? It's nylon, it probably can burn. Need to go get more like plants on my glove. You can love something and be bad at it. That's allowed. Where's my pin cushion? Here it is. You don't have to be be good at things that you enjoy just because you enjoy them. Y'all ready to watch this atrocity? That is literally me ironing stuff with a fucking flat iron because I don't have a normal iron on my kitchen counter because I'm too lazy to move my setup. I've been neglecting my plants a little bit, but my rats are thriving. Cece has gained so much healthy weight since being in my care. There was no way she was a year-old when I got her. Y'all love the way that I test and see if this is hot by just sticking my hand in it. Because I am very worried about my own health and safety, clearly. Sorry, I am trying to make sure this is even on both sides. Fold. I'm using an oven broiler and a terrible couch. I will not catch my food on fire. I mean, yeah, mood. Okay. My cats and hedgehog are super healthy, but then my cats are to the point where they're putting on weight, so we're trying to get a laser pointer to make them exercise more. How are broilers scary? Oh shit. How'd that end up that curved? Come here. It's okay. Don't listen to me talk to my sewing. This is why I don't sew on stream a lot. Also that, and I get very hyper-focused in sewing. Like, I will forget the world exists for like 3 hours. Send pictures of your hedgehog and pet pictures. There's a reason it exists, and it is so I can see all of your pets. My brother caught nachos and fire on the broiler? What? Does this mean you're gonna at some point put on a shirt to test the fit like in your video? At some point, possibly. At the moment, I'm really just working on getting the hems all nice and pretty and pressed and then done. Why are you behaving like this? Why are you behaving like no one loved you as a child? Don't wave when I say that! But for right now, we're just pressing hems so that way they get to be all nice and pretty. Because I don't have a serger to make sure that things are nice. But I do need to roll the edge of these hems. So it's going to take a while. So y'all get to watch me sit here and mess with a flat iron for a good bit. But Prince will tell you, well, Prince will nod at me, essentially, that I got so hyper fixated in this yesterday. I literally made a vest in, what was that, like an hour and a half? Yes. Angelic Pictures. Why are you doing this? I'm gonna move it here so you can like half see what I'm doing at least. This fabric's shifty, so rather than sliding it along, I kind of just crimp it. Slowly. Which takes longer, but in the end, will make it look better. I do have an Insta. It should be Spiked Punk Rat. Should be, if I'm remembering correctly. No, I don't see my lead mods. Just ask if I want to become a lead mod. Ooh, nice. Am I the only one who isn't seeing the chat? And oh, how the fuck did that happen? I don't even have a fucking chat box on screen. What? I didn't notice that. Thank you. We're just gonna freeball that. There we go. Scuffed? The panic is because I'm scared more so like I'm scuffed. Also, hi, Whitechapel! I want to see the hedgehog. That is, in fact, a spiky boy, and I love him. Back to flat ironing my not quite yet vest. Because as Rinja pointed out on my TikTok, I do need to actually roll the hems of this if I don't have a lining, because this kind of fabric frays really easy. And that will make my life a living fucking hell later on. Yes, it is fixed. Pin watch. Pin watch. His name's Dill. Adorable. I love him. Give him a kiss right on his little tiny baby of a forehead. This is, for those wondering at home, if what I'm doing is difficult. The answer is yes. This is the first time I've ever joined stream on Twitch. It's actually better than I expected. I'm glad to be like the first person that you watch, and I'm also very happy that it's better than you thought it would be. I am always excited to see new people in chat and to be able to talk with everyone. And to not burn my fingers on a flat iron. This is not good content. I'm making a vest while my dough rises in the background. Oh, here. This is dough. It's rising. We have 45 minutes left. So I'm pressing the hems on a vest that I'm making out of a shirt that I got at a vintage store. Because I didn't like the shirt, but I liked the blazer that it came with. And they're the same fabric, and it's this really pretty rose fabric that's all like nice and silky. So I made a mock-up yesterday of how I would do it in like an hour. And now I'm gonna spend like 4 days making the actual one, because I only have one chance to get this shit right with this fabric, especially because it's a super unforgiving fabric. So, yeah, it's gonna be cool as shit if I can get it right and then find some buttons to put on it, because I don't currently have buttons to put on it. See, the one good thing about this being a flat iron and not like a normal iron is I can just like put it down and pinch it to fold it in half. Which is really nice. But I'm gonna make these hems crisp as fuck. So. Stop being in the way. So do I. Did I mention in Discord that Pup might be allergic to— No, you didn't! How did you find that out? That doesn't feel like easy information to glean from a dog. Could that be what all the health problems recently have been? Or were those something unrelated that I just don't remember? I ordered a new one from Etsy, so it should be here soon. He's using his own prong column. Unrelated, okay. How did you find that out? I wish there was an easier way to do this, and I'm sure there is. I don't know how. Getting close to the kitties with Harry Potter themed. Y'all's animals give me life. Okay. So we need to hold this. I feel like I should be pinning this down while it's folded. That way it stays as such. Maybe it cooling off like that will help it. Stop being in my way before I cut you off. God, that pin pin didn't help at all. Okay, so fold, no, roll, fold, pin. Not through the skin of my finger. Roll, fold, pin. You know that people who are allergic to cats aren't allergic to the fur but to the saliva? Yes, I did know that. Nice. Okay, one sec. My sweet boy is getting Hufflepuff, sweet little black Nuggy's getting Ravenclaw. That is very cute. I love it. Adorable. 10 out of 10. Would read again. Flat ironing over a sewing pin, just the metal part, shouldn't, like, have any negative impacts on anything here, right? I had a virtual consultation with a personal trainer. She's so excited. Horse lessons are starting up again. I miss it so much. That is amazing. Probably the pronoun. Personal trainer probably uses they, them pronouns. Because we all mess up sometimes. Also, welcome to the another reason I don't stream while sewing is because I can't look away from sewing often. And a lot of it is me just looking out down at what I'm doing and stabbing myself. Like, a lot of it is me looking down at what I'm doing and then stabbing myself. I'm about to sew a patch in my bag. It's okay, we can quietly sew. I literally drank that as you redeemed hydrate. Wait, cheers. Friend stole my blanket that I'm not using. It still counts as theft, though. Everyone drink water. It's important for your overall mental and physical health. Stop. Stop twisting. I got coffee, is that fine? Not particularly. Y'all need, like, Water. I don't think I'm gonna be able to roll this him. Let's find out, shall we? Squash does not count. Friends equal thief. After all, they did steal my heart. True, 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 true. Friends, you're a thief. I can't get... It uses water, but it's not high. But coffee is literally like a diuretic. It's dehydrating. This one might not be able to be rolled. Ow! Stab myself. In case anyone was wondering. What's the area I live in? My husband stole all the Wawa bottles in the water here, so oh. If it was well water, oh. I see. Lovingly yell at your husband for drinking all the water bottles. Ow. I stabbed myself again. I'm about to give up and just put freight check on this, actually. This is too much fucking work. I can't bring myself to drink from the tap anymore. I'm a bit spoiled. Fair enough. You know, Ninja, I'm sorry. I love you. I literally, like, can't mentally do this beyond the ones that I've already done. The him that I'm working with is just too small. He took his car and they're- oh. Well. I can't help you then. I'll probably try again when I'm actually on the machine. When I was younger and when I didn't want to use a cup, I was lazy. Put my head under the faucet and drink mid. It's technically it's my car, but it's his till he gets a motorcycle. Fair enough, fair enough. Wish I had a motorcycle. Slightly jealous. I asked for Papa some pics and stuff.
They said it would be better just compressing from downsize to not even deep breathing that much. Have you tried? I'm sure you've tried trans tape. Have you tried trans tape and then binding? And also look into the safety of that, because I see people that do it for like to compress the trans tape down to make it flatter, which also just gets KT tape. Don't get branded trans tape, they just make it more expensive. Yeah, the thing is, I'm saving up for school, so I just can't afford to like put the money aside for a motorcycle. That look up to see if that's safe first, though. Trans tape probably will not. But trans tape doesn't even bind me flat. And I am small. This is not focused on me at all. Better. Probably not perfect, but better. Yeah. It's not good? Okay. I honestly, like, I don't even bind that often anymore just because I damaged my ribs in high school from being stupid. So even, like, binding with a normal binder and stuff fucking hurts after a while. Like, not even, like, the full 8 hours and I'll have trouble breathing kind of stuff. I need my scissors. Snip. I might have made a mistake. One that I'm not 100% sure I can fix. I guess we'll find out. Seriously, keep the Burberrys, but in this case the chesticles gotta go. Yeah, mid. Oh, that sucks. It would bind me first till I get mine fixed. Till I get my fix. Breastfeeding killed him. Oh my god. Yeah, I've heard that too. Okay, I like mostly fixed it, probably. Should be fine. Really is a shame. Yeah, it is a fucking, I wish they were just detachable. Because mine are large, so it's, I just stopped, it gives me a weird, yeah, I mean, like, I can bind and it'll look flat and natural, but I can only do so for so long before I cannot breathe. What do you want? A soda? The stranger in my kitchen, stealing all the Cokes. Love too. go back and forth with red and black, but that's easy. Black.
I'd say black. Him is a stressful one. Then I gotta go all the way around the back of the neck. So for this one, we're gonna make use of the fact that I do have pins.
Another thing the trainer and I will be working on is squaring my frame, increasing shoulders, bring on muscles, help me recover from top surgery more easily. I love that she specifically works with pretty people. And with all my health, I need the specialized support. Fuck yes. We love that. We love specialized support.
Why did I take that out? I'm gonna burn myself doing this.
Oh god. Especially when tea doesn't look like a good option for me.
That's how I am too, because I'm like, here's the thing, I would love the deeper voice that comes with testosterone. We all know this. We all know that I want deeper voice with voice training and all that stuff. Voice training's fucking hard, first of all. But I am not really interested or like actively don't want most of the other effects of testosterone. Except for maybe like help me get buff. But I mean, I can kind of just do that on my own too. So it is the same question of like, is that even worth it for me? The fuck? How did... I'm sorry, how did that get that fucked up? One sec. Gonna burn. I said I was gonna burn myself. Also, I don't say with size, go down to size, return it all together. I don't think my asthmatic self goes. If you know yourself better than anything, if you think that it would be harmful for you to go down a size considering you are asthmatic, then don't go down a size. At a certain point, sports bras are kind of your best friend. That's what I daily wear because I can't daily wear a binder.
Either that or I just don't wear a bra and go out anyway because I don't care. Yeah, but I would not, from what you're saying, I would not go down a size for you. Yeah, you have to remember, I got a small chest. So I can't help that much. Panda can probably help more than I can. Bless you. Panda, Terra, and Vortex all also said bless you. Okay. Are these lines perfectly straight? No. Do I think anyone's gonna notice that the lines aren't perfectly straight? Not really. I definitely won't go down a size. I'm not sure if I keep the one I have, go up a size maybe, or just return it. I don't know. See, that part's difficult. I got flour on this, even though I wiped the counter off. Yeah, exactly. If someone notices them, then why are you looking at me that closely? Like, what are you, gay? But sometimes I just look at friends to see the reactions that they make. I like how I'm like, fuck you if you look that closely at my handmade shit and expect it to be perfect. Then I'm over here like, I must perfect it. Yeah, why are you looking at me that closely? You want to kiss me or something? I do paint picture. I paint mini picture. I do a lot of paint picture. I really only gotta make sure like one edge is nice and straight because that's the one that's gonna be laid on top. Unless their job is to... No! I'll still call them out. I'll still call them out. It's like, what are you looking at? I made a vest out of a shirt with a very difficult material without an iron. Like, I used a fucking flat iron for these hymns. What do you expect from me? Perfection? Because you shouldn't. I don't know why you're expecting perfection from the bitch flat ironing their hymns on their kitchen counter. Okay, we got 15 minutes. Which means I'm gonna iron down the back of this neckline. Which means I might need to do little, tiny, little baby cuts. Like that. And that to be able to get it to lay nice and pretty and flat. Whoever I date, it's gonna be gay. Yeah, I mean, same. Same. Agender. I'm agender. Ace and Jimmy romantic. Whoever I'm attracted to is just confusion right now. That's honestly a mood. That's why I legitimately, like, I don't define my explicit, like, gender sexuality. Because I am asexual, demi-romantic, non-binary. Whatever I am, I do it gay. That's all I know.
I can count the number of legitimate crushes I've had on, like, my hands. I don't think that's a big enough sample size to rule anyone out. If I like you, I like you. Sucks for you. Am I attracted to this person, or is this gender envy? Mood. Looks at Prince. Mood. I've confused Prince because they weren't paying attention. Honestly, the point isn't to make the inside of this look pretty. The point is to make the outside look pretty. We don't care what you're like on the inside, as long as you're pretty. That's a lie. Don't believe anything I just said. This would be so much easier with a fucking iron. Because, fun fact, this is hard. This is actively difficult. That's Prince's fault. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, it's Prince's fault. Wait, why are you fucking Scar? Found my black thread. Hell yeah. Because I said I was kidding! And also, I doubt that. Everyone that watches my streams is pretty. I think I smell burning nylon. Because this isn't actually silk. Otherwise, it would be a lot harder to work with because it would pull more every time I stabbed it with a needle. I still have a cape I need to make. Exactly. Everyone here is gorgeous. And if anyone says otherwise, I'll take their eyes out with a spoon. I do know that because I'm psychic. I know everything, Vortex. Okay, that looks pretty nice. Cape, okay. I still do need, I need to make a cape. Because I have this gorgeous fabric that looks like painted blue porcelain, but has all these weird, like, hybrid creatures on it. And it's definitely a misprint fabric that I stole from my old job. Brown. I want to make like a little capelet. With like a chain across with like a little flat collar that comes down to like here. That's black on the outside with this white with blue painted porcelain silk lining on the inside from some fabric that I stole from my job a while back because it was misprinted fabric. We couldn't send it out. It was going to get thrown away. So I shoved it in my backpack. And I don't regret it. I'm not right about everything. I am right about the fact that all my followers are pretty. Everyone who watches my stream, gorgeous, instantly. Nobody snitch on me to Kylie. They don't think I ever eat on stream and they need to believe that. Shit! Rice! Okay, y'all ready to see how I actually exist and why I am a goblin? That's in my sink right here. I have rice in my lap. So I'm just gonna fix without making a mess. And now I have warm rice. I am always right about that, Vortex. Nobody that you can contact. Listen, if I stood up, then the rice would go on the floor, and then I would have to sweep, which I'm probably gonna have to do anyway because I'm working with a flour. But then I would have to sweep up wet rice, which is really hard to do. And my sink is right here, and it has a disposal, and I could just dump rice in there. I see Goblin and Gremlin as pretty interchangeable. I accept both. Where did I put my soda? Yeah, it's Panda Express. It's their like grilled teriyaki chicken, which is really good. That all went in the sink. The RoboVac would scare the rats, though. I do low-key want one. I couldn't get one while I have a rat cage on the ground, though. Okay, I have an update on the rats. Why do your arms hurt? I have an update on the new rats. The little ones, babies. One of them is, I wouldn't say acceptant of being picked up, but won't try to murder me if I do, and doesn't like try and like she'll like stiffen up and try and grab something near her, but she doesn't, it takes her a second to really start wriggling, so I can pick her up and like put her on my chest or on my shoulder and cuddle her. And she'll come out and she doesn't accept pets, but she doesn't deny pets. Like she'll kind of like move away from it, but she doesn't try and nip at me or push my hands away really. And it's lovely. The other one, still fucking scared shitless of the fact that humans exist. I expect her to do better once I get her in with Cece and Annie. Get more rats. Get rats. Do it. They're the best pets.
They're literally some of the most lovely pets. I'm actually gonna probably run a few 10 to 15 minute introductions over the weekend to get them kind of used to each other before, you know, I throw them all in one cage. Because I'm probably not gonna put them all in one cage until next weekend because, Rook, one of my new rats, one who had to have her tail amputated, still has a bit of a scab on the end of her tail, and I want that to be healed completely before they are unsupervised together. Sadly, I cannot handle furry friends. But this is oh, send pictures, send pictures. Actually, I want to check on our doe here in a sec. Can't because I maxed on my pet limit. Oh, rip.
Whoa! Y'all remember the size this dough was when I put it in? I was tossing it around in my hands. Look at that bad boy. Look at him. Look how big he is. How much longer does he have? He's got like another 4 minutes. I'll give it to him so I can eat. Then we're punching him down, kneading him some more. Right? That's what we're doing.
Yeah, we're kneading it some more.
And then we're letting it sit for another 30 minutes.
And in that 30 minutes, we are going to make the filling for our hotuk pancakes.
They're gonna be great. I saw a video of someone whose remote also changed the color of their LED bulbs whenever they turn their back on the room turns killer red. Oh my god. I'm a planned father and that's all I can be right now. Understandable. That was me in the dorms. And then the 6 months of research that I put into owning rats while I still lived in the dorms and was unable to get them.
I can't have pets where I live, besides Pup and I are more than enough for me to take care of.
Yeah.
Well, rats, while I wouldn't consider rats high maintenance pets, I also wouldn't consider them like super low maintenance pets.
I think snakes and like a lot of lizards and stuff are lower maintenance.
Because they don't need to come out every day.
Yeah. Absolutely never get pets if you cannot afford to take care of those pets. Live vicariously through me. And my ownership of rats.
Sitting on counters is superior, by the way. Any, in my onion? In your onion? I have to go to the store and pick up a drive-up order. Okay, I'll see you in a bit then.
Any furry animals are high maintenance opinion.
Yeah. Furry animals are certainly more high maintenance than scaly animals, I feel.
I feel like they are. That might just be me.
Wait, it's not what that is for? It's not video, it's not, oh, the video.
I'm eating this last piece of chicken, and then I think I'm done.
Then we get to throw flour on the counter like heathens. Sedentary pets are super high maintenance. I think it goes like exotics. Like fucking not what vets consider exotic, but like actual exotics. Rats are considered exotics to vets. And then feathery friends and horses. Then furry friends. And then scaly friends. And of course this is not a strict, like, adherence to policy. There are obviously going to be instances where there are exceptions. And where there are, like, mix-ups and stuff. Want a bird, but we're waiting till after the cats. Yeah. But our feathery friends are a fucking lot to deal with and take care of. How did I do that? How did I just fuck that up? There we go. What? Yo, I forgot how to tie a knot. What did I do? How did I do that? How do I? What? 1 second. It's not long enough to tie in the front. I've forgotten how to tie a bow. My friend has a bird and she's just so much. Yeah. I hand-fed and raised birds growing up. I'm experienced. Then you know how much they are. Okay, did I get it that time? What the fuck? Okay, what am I doing wrong? This is gonna be the one time I get it right. Like, I just can't see, and my brain is... Like I said, that's the one time I get it right. She doesn't like me, the bird. Birds are picky. They, oh god, there's rice on the counter. And fabric. Fabric and rice can't be in this. Flour on counter, because I did clean the counters, I promise. I know I was just sitting on them, but like, punch. I punched it. And now it is deflating. Which was the goal. Birds either like you or they don't. That's just the end of the story. Anyone wondering how to knead stuff? This is how. It's a great workout. I'm gonna go sleep. See you, Vortex. Hope you have a great night and hope you sleep well. Go picking. Gotta stretch the gluten in the dough. This is turning out a lot better than my last ones, which were really sticky. Like, I was unable to knead it without it getting, like, all on my hands constantly. And that was a mess, if you can imagine. And that's coming from someone currently dumping flour on a counter. I'm gonna maybe move my nice sewing scissors off the area here. This feels like mochi. That's the thing. Like, this doesn't even feel... His ass, it's so much work. I won't, but thank you. Sleep well, please, Vortex. But, like, anything that you do with sweet rice flour feels like the consistency of mochi. And I love the consistency of mochi so much. Like, 10 out of 10, one of my favorite textures is mochi. Which is why I love finding recipes that have sweet rice flour in them. And why I just have sweet rice flour on hand. Luckily, I don't use the wheel, so I can still be a little sloppy with my kneading. Fair. Yeah, because you do like pinch pots and like hand sculpted stuff. From what you've shown and talked about. I don't know how long I'm supposed to need this for, but I'm really just kind of needing it until it's not really sticky. Because that's how I normally treat things, and it didn't. Then knead the dough once more from a ball. The dough should stick less. Knead the dough to release the air, then cover again for another 30 minutes. This time the dough should stick less to your fingers than the first time. Oh, I forgot mochi. This stuff has like a similar consistency to mochi. Prince is asleep on the couch now. Oh, never mind. Not asleep. Listening to Call of Cthulhu. This is how I ball my dough. Prince, do you want to come feel the consistency of this dough? No? Come squish it. It feels like mochi. It feels like a giant ball of mochi. If you come behind the microphone, they can't see you. Do not eat it! Get some of the table flour. Make it bowl flour. Because we conserve our, in this house, we conserve our resources. And also these counters were cleaned right before I started stream. I promise. We cleaned the kitchen before we streamed. Before I streamed and Prince sat here. Okay. We got another half hour. But instead of sewing, I'm gonna use it to, I might end up sewing still some. Because next time I'm moving us like over here so y'all can see this pan that you can't see at the moment. Kitchen timer, 30 minutes. Start. But before we do any of that, we got to chop up some stuff and also clean the flour off the counter. Because even though we are going to do this again, we still shouldn't just have flour on the counter. What if I wanted to sit on it? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to chop up some nuts. And then we're going to mix in some brown sugar and some cinnamon, and then that's going to be the filling. How much nuts do we need? A third cup of nuts of choice. We only have 2/3 cup. Don't know why. But yeah. Prince, you want some pecans? Do you want them? Oh my god, I forgot how fun chopping up pecans was, because they just kind of fall apart if you chop them in a specific direction. I've fished the door. Already? How? I don't think these have to be chopped just fine, but I don't need that much crunch.
have probably just as easily crushed these rather than just chopped them. But, knife. Make brain goober. I fucking love pecans as well. I kept bringing, we actually had to, we bought a box of pecans with the intention of making these, and then we ate all the pecans, so we had to get more because we just ate them all. Because, like, I took them to work, Prince ate some more, Prince ate the rest of them. Prince also really likes pecans. Consider they're now sitting on the couch eating pecans like popcorn. I can cut things very quickly when they're not near my fingers. One sec, I'm measuring to make sure I'm not chopping too many pecans and that Prince can't eat more. Because I love them. I've been sewing since the beginning of stream and this morning's okay, that's not too bad. This is something my thumb, I shall be okay. It doesn't hurt. The shock factor, just the shock factor. Yeah. I get that. I almost always prick myself while sewing. That's just because I'm really, like, reckless when I sew. I could probably just... I was wrong. This is horrible. It's taking me twice as long. I shall just hold them and risk my fingers. I'm sorry, this is like very satisfying. I'm really happy. Oh no. I have gotten pecans on the floor. In my effort to make sure that I was measuring stuff correctly, there are now pecans on the floor and on my socks. I'm sad. Now it stops, so it's okay. What's worse? Is this the thin? Isn't a thin needle she kind of thick? I mean, but she could be kind of thick. That's always the worst, though. I get what you're saying. Oh, shit. Okay. Well. Now it stopped. Oh, wait, you already said that. I don't have a bowl. All the bowls are in the wash. Oh, all the good bowls are in the wash. So, what do we need? 2/3 cup brown sugar. Perfect. This is a 2/3 cup. So we're gonna pack the rest of this brown sugar that I have in here in first.
sugar is just kinetic sand. Like, legitimately, brown sugar and kinetic sand just behave the exact same. You can't change my mind. Someone got the idea for kinetic sand because their child was playing with brown sugar. I'm willing to bet. I'll put money on that. Not really, because I don't put money on things. Bimal, that relates to when I am doing art, digital art for Name of My Lyrics. So I actually can't do anything for that now, because I'm not doing digital art. I'm sorry. Brown sugar is the best. It also is... Did I have exactly, like, 2/3 cup brown sugar? Hold on. Squish. Dump. I had exactly 2/3. I had the exact... That's delicious. I had the exact amount of brown sugar. There's nothing you really can do at about the moment. I can refund your points when the stream is over. I had the exact amount of brown sugar that I needed. Look at that. Brown sugar is just kinetic sand. And how much cinnamon? Teaspoon. It smells good. I like the smell of brown sugar. Also, fuck measuring when it comes to cinnamon. I know it means a level teaspoon, but like, nah, we putting in a heaping teaspoon. It's cinnamon. Cinnamon is meant to be measured with the heart. And now we carefully stir because the bowl I picked for this is certainly way too small. Yeah, we're gonna have to put this in a bigger bowl. This barely counts as a bigger bowl. This feels like a sand pit. This feels like the like sand playpen thing that you have at school that people have thrown rocks in. This is hypnotizing. This is very nice. I think it's mixed fully, but like... I don't know what you are referring to confirm or deny whether or not they look similar, but it's making me very happy. I just sat there playing with that. It's fine. How long we got left on the timer? 17 minutes? Okay. I'm gonna hit our little BRB screen here. So that way I can set up to sew for a minute. For traditional food, I'd love if you sent a recipe. Night, Scarlet. Okay. So. This is... Oh, this is difficult. This is difficult, but it's only temporary. This horrible angle is only temporary. Truly, I really just need to replace this with some nice red... Ooh. Okay, I need to make a new bobbin. This one with black thread's not quite out yet. I need a new bobbin. Do I have one in my mini things in here? Yes, I do. Sit. Go back in. We've been moved. We have been moved. Silver, I can't save. I'm sewing. That's not how sewing works, and you should know this. Ah. Okay. Hi, Prince. You saying hi to Silver? Okay. How do I save? Tell me. Is this the right color thread? Where's the start of the damn thread? Oh yeah, that's a perfect color. Okay. Pull this out. Save sewing system. I don't know. I just know you can. I cannot. That is not how this works. bop. Pull. Bobbin. Bop. Fuck you too. Punk ass little bitch. You didn't do what you're supposed to do. You promised. You promised! Come on. There we go. I'm doing really good, Silver. I'm currently making a vest and some, like, fried Korean food. So I'm doing really well. The last thing I sewed on my machine was rat hammocks. So this is very fun. And my machine's not too loud, so this shouldn't create like an abundance of noise. You know? Ow. That didn't hurt. Bop. Bop. I need to cut this thread down, because that is the loose thread, so it does not matter whether or not it exists. Pop that in. Pop it in there. Where's the lid? Where did I put that? Anyhow, Goblin, guess what? What? You're coming to visit? Finally? You got a boyfriend. I need to beat someone up. I just dropped the sewing skills and cool stuff for you. It is 9:01 p.m. If I'm up at 9 in the morning, something's gone horribly and terribly wrong. Because I work night shift. And I should be asleep at 9 in the morning. Did I just fuck it up? Hold up. And I'm being a teen. 19, baby. It's your birthday? Happy birthday, motherfucker. Prince, it's Silver's birthday. It's Silver's birthday. You did? I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
Happy birthday, Silver.
I'm sorry. Anyway. I'm gonna sew now. Hey. Oops. Silver says that he loves you, Prince. Prince goes, ah. So we're gonna try this. We're gonna try folding it. So we're gonna go slow. And the thread came loose. Fuck me, I guess. I literally pulled like 3 inches of extra thread. Because I'm trying to roll these hems so that way they are a little bit more stable with this kind of fabric. But this isn't something I have done before. So we really out here practicing on the finished piece. Because that's just how I've always functioned. The fuck was that? What the hell just happened? It just went backwards for some unknown reason. Did I just fuck up and forget how sewing machines work or something? There we go. Okay. I didn't. It just was going backwards for a second. I don't know why. The fuck? Oh! I had the wrong stitch on. That's why. It's fine. This part will be... That part's... It's fine. It's fine. We ignore it. This is where I start hyper-fixating and go very quiet, and I apologize about that. Because that doesn't make for great content. But it does make for good garments. So I get everything to turn out so well. Come on. Fold. There's definitely a special foot to do exactly what I'm doing that I don't think I have. Hold up. It's not that. It's not that. It's not that. No. No. That's a screwdriver. I think I need to grab my test fabric. Well, I need to finish this hem first, but... hold up. I need test fabric. What foot is this? I need to know the foot so I can have the right stitch. Instruction manual. Instruction manual. Come help me, please. 14. Rolled hem foot. Okay, so how do I use the rolled hem foot? It's probably just that. So, but I probably have to like hook it in or something. I hear you, microwave. I'm doing something more important than you right now. No. Okay, there's a certain point in which that worked and a certain point in which it didn't. How do I make sure it works consistently? And what if it's on something that's already folded? Where's my vest that I mocked up? It has all these pretty little seams. What happens if I take one of these pretty little seams and run it through again? With the rolled hem. Shit. Fuck. I fucked up. But that didn't not work. This may be something I experiment with off stream. For now, another scene change as we get set up to fry up some patok.
And boom, we've moved again. And we'll probably continue moving. Actually, no, I think this is our last move before food is done. Okay. Let's see if I can remember how to tie something this time. It took like 4 tries last time. So this is what we're going to be frying in, and I'm actually going to get this started on kind of medium to high heat with a significant amount of oil in the pan. Because we are shallow frying these. Yes, new area. New area unlocked. This needs to be a little higher. There we go. I feel like I look short from this angle. We also can come over. Ow. New angle unlocked. I'm just gonna keep fixing my camera for a minute. My house is crooked. It's not that crooked. There we go. So to start with, we need that cutting board. We need some flour. I need to rub flour deeply ingrained into the wood. I'm only half kidding. Fun fact, this is a cutting board that my brother made me from part of our childhood dining room table, and both me and both of my brothers all own one. It has a G engraved, or laser. Woodburned? Woodburned, I think, in the upper corner. I got a little bit too much flour. It's fine. Push it off to the side. I can barely see. Bop. Scoop. Try and form into circle. Or sphere-ish. With pressure. Squeeze into sphere. Make sphere long, aka roll. Try and make a sphere vaguely rectangle. Knife. Cut sphere in half long ways. Cut sphere in half short ways. Cut halves in half until you have 8 halves. I know they're not halves. Big stretch and sippy sip. Shit. All the way up on our toes and all the way down. And I forgot I had a cheer wine. Flatten. Into disc shape. Roughly 5 inches in diameter. It can be thinner on the edges than it is in the center. Do I know how big 5 inches is? Not particularly. This is 4 though. So, disc. Scoop. A hefty scoop of filling into center of disc. Then seal up disc vaguely like dumpling. Except badly, because I never made dumplings as a child, so I don't know. Fry. Hence why hot oil in pan. I need spatula. And we also need plate But the part where he gets like fresh fry bread, essentially, they're asleep. Squish till thin and vaguely round. And this is going to be our little test one that we're going to make. To make sure everything's hot enough. To be fair though, while that one is making, we make another. Remembering that the edges can be thinner because they're going to be layered. Nice sized scoopsums. And then pull it in, fold it up, pinch it together, seal it. Doesn't have to be perfect. See? All sealed up, stuff inside. And then pops deliciously in that fryer. So the one that we put in earlier is golden brown on one side, so we're gonna flip it over to the other, which gives us really good timing for when I finish making, like assembling one and putting it in, then the last one I put in will be ready to flip. Or come out, depending on whether it's been cooked on both sides yet. Good heaping little spoonful. I don't think I spread this one out thin enough. It's sticking a little bit to put flour down. Pinch together as best as you can. Then flatten it all nice and flat with your hands. Looks like the one from Encanto, but obviously a different region. Yeah, like the those are cheese filled, I believe. Which these can be cheese filled. It is actually an option. I just really like the sweet ones. I know what you're talking about. I just can't remember the name off the top of my head right now. And so we're gonna pop that in. We can take this one out, which is all beautiful and golden brown. We're gonna put it on the plate with a paper towel. We're gonna flip the other one. Y'all can hear that. Maybe you can. I don't know. Can y'all hear it popping and sizzling in the pan? This is like my favorite part. Smush into circle. It never says in the recipe to make the edges of the circle thinner than the middle, but I found, because I'm bad at sealing these up, that it's helpful for me to make the edges thinner. Otherwise, the part where I sealed it up ends up a lot thicker, like with dough, than the part that was all nice and smooth to begin with. And it doesn't cook as evenly. Arepa, yes. Arepa con queso is what's in the movie. An arepa, but it seems a lot sweeter than the one in the movie because supposedly one. Yeah. These can be made with cheese, but I think a lot of places prefer to do them sweet. Which, to be fair, I would prefer anyway as well, because I have a huge sweet tooth. But I do low-key want to make arepas at some point, because I just like cooking. I like cooking. I think cooking is sharing cultural foods and stuff is such an important part of cultural exchange, and also just being a good chef in general should be sharing cultural foods. Because, like, how can you be a good cook or a good baker or any of that if you only know how to make stuff from, like, one region? I feel like that'd just be boring. I always end up with more filling. It's like extra filling. Can y'all hear it crackling now? I'm not sure if you can. Gotta pinch this together. Pinch and twist. And it literally says in the thing, don't worry about making this side look pretty because you put it down and seal it up first. Anyway. I don't even worry about making these bitches circular though, so. Also it's made with corn flour for the most part, which is pretty interesting because you've made with rice flour. This is made from rice and wheat flour. Actually. It's made with 1 3/4 cup of wheat flour, just general all-purpose flour, and then a 1/4 cup or a 1/2 cup of rice flour. The rice flour is what gives it that chewy mochi-like texture that I adore and is what like attracted me to this in the first place. We are ignoring the fact that my circles are slowly getting worse and worse with this. But they're also slowly getting like more and more filling. Although I would just eat fried balls of this dough, to be honest. I think the dough itself is just so delicious. I thought I heard Prince snoring. Oh fuck, I forgot to flip it! It's fine, it's just a little goldener brown. It's not burnt. See? It's not burnt. It's just a little well done. But like, look at these. Look how beautiful these are, and they're like squishy. You can't really tell. They're like crunchy and squishy at the same time, which is the best. I don't know about y'all, but crunchy and squishy is truly superior. Oh, the rats are fighting. That's fine. They're allowed a modicum of violence. As I get better and better at making these and pinching them together and stuff, they get more filling. They also low-key get smaller because the dough is not cut perfectly evenly. But they puff up a lot in this pan. I don't know if y'all noticed that. That one's just really well done. That'll be Prince's. Prince likes his stuff cooked. Oops, splashed a little. Come on, out. These are best if eaten and served fresh, which is why I'm gonna go poke Prince awake in a minute. So they can give their off-camera review of probably just a thumbs up and a happy face. That's my photo. I low-key did just kind of wrap up like a burrito, but we don't need to talk about it. It's gonna be very square. But yeah, look how thick these things get. Like, they're a good nearly an inch thick. I'm gonna get one that's actually dried for y'all and not still dripping in oil. Like, they start relatively thin and they puff up so much. Yeah, I'm almost done though. It's only been 2.5 hours. I normally stream for 3 hours. We are currently cooking. Oh, I forgot to flip this one. Currently cooking our. Ooh, that one got flaky. Huh, wonder how that happened. Yeah, come over. Have some. There's 8 of them, which is plenty to go around. Prince! Prince! Do you want some food? Do you want some fresh food? Huh? Yes? No? No? Yeah. Do you want me to bring you the smallest one? So you can eat it while it's still warm? Okay, I got a nod. I lost my notion of time because I slept on the bus. You good? I've been here since the beginning. I have so much filling left because I really don't use that much filling and I feel like I should be using more. But it's really hard to wrap them up with that much filling. I'm gonna go hand Prince theirs, and then I'm gonna live react to mine. Tap this off. Prince is like mostly asleep. Okay. Okay. So. Squishy. ASMR. I don't know how to do ASMR. I don't know. It's good. Yeah, it's really good. I could definitely do more filling, so I forgot how much the dough puffs up. Here. And I forgot how much the brown sugar melts. So I could definitely afford to throw more filling in these. Like a lot. It is delicious. Like, let it focus. Oh. Like, look at this. It's squishy. Filled with cinnamon and sugar. And pecans. You can put any kind of nut or any kind of crunch in this. And it's so good.
They obviously take like 2.5 hours to make. Yes, true. But an hour and a half of that is rise time. Which means they take like an hour of actual effort to make, and even that was, I probably could cut down if I wasn't like talking and doing stuff. Yeah, I've changed angle. This is the third angle. For the effort that these are worth, for the effort that you have to put into them, these are totally worth it. They're delicious. The inside literally melts. It has a little bit of crunch, a little bit of chewy with the dough and the bread. And then they're super sweet and absolutely delicious. So if you can get your hands on some of this specific kind of rice, it's like Machiko, they covered up the thing on the thing you paid. Machiko like sweet rice. I don't know if you know that if you don't eat all of them, I'm taking the bus to steal some. I will not eat all of them because I made 8 of them and I cannot eat 8, so like, here. Take them. Take them. Here. Come on. Have one. Go on. Don't be shy. Go ahead. They're good, I promise. Unless you're allergic to nuts. Then they might kill you. It might be worth it though. I'm gonna eat like 3 of these now and probably call it a night and then pass out in a sugar coma. Because again, these are dessert, they're very sweet. They are so good. Definitely gonna be a go-to dessert for me to make for people. Like, if I ever have to cook publicly, this is a good thing to like have the dough ready and the filling ready, and then people come over and you spread it out, cook one up when someone wants it, and give it to them. Because I mean, they are street food. They're fried street food. So, made to order, the best hot. Okay. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you so much, Panda, for being here literally the whole time. I think I have it in recipes, but let me make sure that I have it in stream recipes. Recipes from stream. There you go. Korean sweet pancakes. Hatok, which I'm 100% butchering. So, thank you guys so much. I will see everyone later. Is anyone that I know live, actually? I don't think so. No one that I feel like giving this energy. I will see you guys all hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully I can stream tomorrow. I don't know. It really depends on things. If I end up busy. But I hope to see you all later.